Welcome, beautiful yogis. Summer solstice and a time to pause. So what we'll do in this session is get comfortable. Now, if you would like to lie on your back on your yoga mat, that's fine. And you'd like to sit cross-legged on your yoga mat, that's fine too. Or like I am now, on a chair. Whatever it is that makes you comfortable, as we take this time to bring ourselves into the body, our mind, in the here and the now. I will be reading a few poems about summer solstice, talking a little bit about why it matters that we, inhabitants of Earth, align with the passage of the sun as it moves through the solar year. The sun has reached its maximum power right here in the northern hemisphere. And at the same time, down in the southern hemisphere, it's winter. And our friends climbed a high mountain to watch the sun rise in the winter chill. Here we are at home in our comfy space, and we'll practice together to celebrate this time that has been acknowledged, celebrated, and used as a time where our prayers can really be heard. And so we'll be doing all of that today. I invite you to get comfortable the way you are. And we'll begin with some coherent breath. So coherent breathing is just locating the sense of breath through your body. So you might begin with the feeling of the breath at your nose and feel how it comes in through your nose, cool, and out through your nose, a little warmer. Letting your breathing slow down. Feeling the incoming breath, feeling the outgoing breath, and allowing the breaths to flow one into the next without a pause, just as your body wants to. Just a natural breathing practice. Welcome if you're just arriving. I'm glad you're here. Staying now with this breath awareness, letting it smoothen, letting it slow down. The context for this summer solstice is an annual event. It is also, at this time, the culmination of 2,000 years, the cycle of 2,000 years, and no one knows the exact date, but we are shifting and possibly have already shifted from the age of Pisces into the age of Aquarius. What is special about Aquarius? Of course, Aquarius stands for technology, which is how fabulous that you can be where you are and I can be here, and we are connected. And so much more technology, as we all know, is being developed, and we might have a bit of catching up to do. However, it is not only technology that the age of Aquarius is about, it is also about power to the people. And so if Leo is the king, Aquarius, directly opposite, is the people, and that's us, which bodes well, considering what we are seeing in the news now when the kings, the wannabe kings, are apparently in control. So know that sooner or later the people will rise, and that's all of us. We will rise in the way that we know to claim our right to a peaceful and beautiful world. And so we hold that knowing this is inevitable, it will happen. No more top down. we will be in groups and communities and circles of equals, supporting, sharing, and making it nice for each other. It's entirely possible. And so we're invited to hold that, knowing that this will happen. And we're also in an even bigger cycle, what the yogis call the yugas, and now that's thousands and thousands of years, maybe 12,000 years, and we are completing that cycle too. So it's all vortexing at this time, which is why we are plagued with dreadful politics, unprecedented climate change, earth changes, and life as we know it changing so rapidly before our eyes, and it's dizzying. Aquarius is also opening to other realms. So in this time, in the years, maybe sooner, maybe later, we will be making contact and connecting with our family that is extraterrestrial, beyond this earth. And we will be meeting those. So we are in for some big, big stuff. As you sit in your coherent breathing, I'm going to share a little story about why it's important to acknowledge the solstice. And this is from the Standing Bear Network, and it's called The Day the Sun Stood Still. Long ago, before the names of the months were written down, people watched the sky to tell time. They didn't need calendars, just the language of the stars, the shape of the moon, and the way the sun moved across the sky. One morning, an old man named Minamue woke before the birds, and the air was thick with dew, and the silence was so deep it felt like even the trees were holding their breath. He stepped out of his lodge and looked east, and the sky was already painted with that golden hush, the one that comes only once a year. And he called out to his grandchildren, "Come on now, hurry, the sun is going to stand still today." And the little ones laughed. "Nokum said the sun always moves." But Minamue only smiled. Today it slows down, not to rest, but to remind us. And so they walked, Minamue with his cane carved from lightning-struck birch, the children with bare feet skipping over the cool moss and wet stone. And they climbed a hill the old man had climbed many times before. But this time, when they reached the top, he didn't speak. He just waited. And as the sun crested the horizon, something strange happened. It didn't rush up like usual. The sun rose slowly, stretching its arms across the sky, lighting every tree, every insect wing, every drop of river mist with a glow that felt ancient. And the children grew quiet. Even the wind sat down beside them. And after a while, one of them whispered, "Is the sun really standing still?" Minamue nodded. "Just for a moment, long enough for the earth to catch her breath, and long enough for us to remember." "Remember what?" He looked at them with eyes full of sunrise. "That we belong to something much older than worry, much bigger than fear, that even light must pause to listen." And in that stillness, they heard it. The flutter of wings, the far-off echo of a loon, the heartbeat of the land, steady and true. That night, They returned home different, not because the sun had changed, but because they had. Ever since then, when the summer solstice returns, the people say the sun is watching, watching who still remembers, watching who still listens, watching who still carries the fire. And so continue your breath awareness, your coherent breath, how the breaths rise in low belly and climb up. You can feel that incoming breath rising through your ribs and cresting at your throat. And then as the exhale occurs, you can feel the breath going out, emptying from the top, the middle, and your belly. Let's do that in the quiet for a few moments, breathing together. So as you tune into your own breath, it's okay to have your eyes open. It's also lovely to close them because it allows you to tune into the feeling of the breath in your own body without all the distractions that happen when the eyes are open. I breathe with you, and you breathe with me, and the trees breathe with us all. Perhaps you can lengthen your breathing, making that inhale maybe 4 counts long. Some of you maybe 5 counts long. Then this time, add that little pause at the top of your breath. Now that's just a heartbeat or two. Trace the exhalation as it occurs. And when you reach the end of the breath, there's another little pause. Rest in that, just a heartbeat or two. And let's be with this breath now. Fully in, little pause, fully out, little pause, and knowing that you are breathing the way your body wants to, and we don't all follow the same count. We'll continue to hold this relaxed focus on the breath. Don't fight yourself if you are struggling. Let it be as it is. We are coming as we are. Simply giving your attention to your breathing is a gift to yourself. And these little pauses, just notice, be fully present. The lovely flow of the breath. And again, that little pause. That little pause is already bringing us into presence. this breath practice is changing our nervous system, it's slowing down the mind. It's actually giving our mind a little job to do. And as we give ourselves to this little job of breathing in this particular way, the busyness of the mind, all the emotions that have been pouring through us the last few days, they recede a little bit, they go into the background. If you've practiced this before, you might be able to drop right in, and if you're new to this and your mind is busy and jumping all over the place and asking yourself questions, am I doing it right, or I can't do it, whatever thought forms come up, let them be there. Don't fight. Just come back to the breathing. We have a little longer in this particular breath. You might be measuring your breath with a silent count, or you may be just feeling into it. It's all right. You're doing it your way, and you can't really get it wrong. You give it your diligent and loving attention. Lovely. And now as you complete this breath, let it go. Stay inward, letting go of that particular pattern of breathing, and let your awareness just roam through your body-mind. Notice how it is now. So it's a little check-in with ourselves. It's a little pause. Open awareness of nothing in particular other than your own body, maybe your heart, any sensations that come up, a chronic pain, whatever it is, let it arise and let it be there without any kind of struggle. Lovely, everyone. So we are coming now into our next breath practice. And it's fine if you've got your eyes open now to check it out. So this one, different breath practice, we sip 2 parts of inhale and we blow the breath out. So it looks like this. I'm going to put my hand in my belly. First part of the inhale. Inhaling belly, little pause. Heart. and blow it away as though you're blowing out a dandelion. 2 sips in and blow it away. Once you feel you have it, then close your eyes and we'll practice that for a few minutes. Keep going with this, knowing that we are interrupting our habitual way of breathing. We don't do this normally, but we're doing it as an exercise, as a practice. It'll have a very different effect to the one before. Some people like to do it faster. I think for today it's really nice to do it slowly. This double inhale sometimes creates a little tingling in your body, and if you can be all right with that, just let it be there. Stay focused with your diligent attention. Double inhale nose, exhale through your pursed lips. It's almost like it's 2 sniffs in. It's a little bit of practice to get these 2 parts about the same length. And again, don't fret. It's just something you could practice. Continuing a little longer with this practice, it's belly, heart, nose exhalation. We have one more, beautiful yogis. And as you complete this breath, try to stay inward. Let go that pattern. Let your body breathe you the way it wants to. So natural breath. Have a curiosity about what that is. Feel into your body. You can't get it wrong. And just noticing what is here now. Your natural breath in open awareness. Is also an inner adjustment, like a little rest from the practice. The breath is so extraordinary, it never stops until we're done. But yoga invites us to breathe consciously, and that is a way that we can shape the breath in different ways. Lovely. Are you ready? We're going to change again the pattern of breathing, and this time it's a triangle breath. And so we'll inhale, hold the breath, and exhale. So all three parts of the breath are the same length. So it's inhale again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the exhalation. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling. Pause. Exhale. And into the inhale. Once you get the feel of the pattern and you've got it, modulate the timing of your breath yourself so that the three parts of the breath form a triangle. Where the pause is when we're full of breath. And there's no pause. At the end of the breath, we go right into the next breath in. You can make the triangle the length that works for your body. 4 is a good place to start. You may be able to do 5, and some do 6. Keeping your light focus on this breathing pattern. Just as we did with the other practices, we do it for several minutes. The breath is a beautiful way to tame the monkey mind, as we have a pattern to follow, a little positive task to perform. Which is a wonderful way to keep the too many thoughts at bay. So we've all become a little bit scattered. We've all got devices. We're all jumping from one thing to the other. This practice is about the pause. Please stay with the triangle breath. Inhale, pause, exhale. Know that you are breathing with all of us. Now as you complete the current cycle that you're on, let go the pattern, stay inward. Notice how your breath will now breathe the way it wants to. Let your breath settle again into a natural flow, however that is for you in this moment. And in the place of open awareness, allowing everything to be as it is in your body, in your mind, be the witness, be the seer, the one that sees what is here. Relaxing into that place. So now, beautiful yogis, are you ready? We're going to go into the next practice, and this is Nadi Shodhana, where we alternate the nostrils. This is a balancing practice. We're going to balance the two brain hemispheres. We're going to breathe through the nostrils separately, and this age-old practice is very powerful. So do it in the way that you can, and we use our thumb, to right hand thumb, bring it up. Now, a nice way to do it, to not be hunched. We want to keep our posture upright, and so sit really nice and tall, and If you want to support your elbow somewhere or on your hand. And now just use your right hand thumb and put light pressure on the flared part of the nostril. And then we'll inhale through the open nostril, that's the left. You can put your fingies on your brow. Now when you're full of breath, bring your ring finger and close off that left nostril, just very light. Lift your thumb and out goes the breath, streaming out through your right nostril, which we leave open for the incoming breath. In right. Close it up when you're full, and then open your left for exhalation. The left stays open for in, and at the top we'll switch again and out through the right. It's a very simple pattern. The same side breathes in, so that currently is the right. And we do the switch to breathe out. Exhalation, left side. Inhalation, the same side. And switch for exhalation. So now when you have a sense that you've got the pattern, close your eyes and give it your full attention, cueing yourself. The switch happens to breathe out. Same side in. Being in this breath practice, Nadi Shodhana, the nadis are the energy channels where prana flows, and this practice is a clearing, a detoxing, the purifying of those nadis, so that our prana can flow. Stay with your pattern. Stay with the pattern. Those of you who want to take a little bit more of a challenge, you could practice this with the triangle breath that we just did, which is when you get to the top of the breath, you hold your breath, you pause, and then the opposite side breathes out. And the same side breathes in. To pause when we're full of breath. Switch sides for exhalation. So as you do this, notice how it's going for you. If the pause is exacerbating and bringing up the need for more air, forget about the pause. Do the simple alternate nostril. It's very powerful. Your diligent attention is what is allowing this to happen. We've set aside everything else, honed our focus to this practice. nearing completion, when you find yourself at the end, at the top of the breath, when you find yourself at the top of the full breath, there's a little pause. Now let your attention come to where you have the two fingers between the eyebrows, just above the eyebrows. Let your attention come there. And then the sense of breathing out through that point, let your hand rest down. And now we hold attention at that point, at your brow, where our index and middle finger were, and there's maybe still a residual sensation there. We're just holding that point. The breath is doing its own thing. Inviting you now to go into the middle of your brain from that point, as though there were a line from your third eye point to the corresponding place at the back of your head. And there is another line that goes from the top of your ears across your head, from the top of your left ear to your right ear. These two lines intersect. Now we are in the middle of the brain. And so now let yourself find this spot. You don't need to visualize what a brain looks like. This is simply locating this place in your awareness. This is the cave of Brahman. And the invitation is to simply rest your awareness at this point. Breathing is happening by itself. Your attention is in this open, cave-like spot right in the middle of your head. Hold your awareness here, and this is where we pause to simply listen in without any expectation, without needing anything to happen. To simply take rest, to be in the allowing place. We're going to be quiet for a little bit here. Allow your breath to flow the way it wants to. Everything else is really quiet, really still. And receiving whatever shows up in the cave of Brahman, this holy, sacred place where we enter presence, all that is. everything else is background to your restful awareness, your presence at this point. Allow yourself to stay a little longer. We are in the place without language, direct experience. Invite you now to link with your incoming breath, so stay inward. The incoming breath now, let it in fully and deeply, and we'll pause again at full. Little pause before you breathe out. Let your awareness now drop down to your heart. Sense your heart and now breathe out as though through your heart. And we hold the place of our heart in attention, breathing here in and out through the heart. And the breaths are slow and deep, no pauses. The feeling of the inhale is a kind of spreading and opening of the body, the ribs, the lungs. And the exhale is a settling of our awareness right here at the heart. Receiving the incoming breath that spreads, and how the exhale settles our awareness at the heart. And then bringing in the sense of peace, gratitude, contentment, love, a quality on that spectrum of our beautiful states of being. The heavenly abodes is what the Buddhists call those qualities. We all have them. Often they're buried behind our armor protecting ourselves. So we have a little opening here. Resting in grace, the grace of your own being, your innate goodness, which at this point we're going to share. So now the image of radiating out from your heart like a great big sun, shining out from your heart, all that warmth, love, gratitude, peace, whatever it is that you can name. You don't even have to name it. Send it to someone that you love, someone close to you. It could be your cat, it could be someone in your life. So your exhalation has the quality of sending out. We'll widen the circle and we'll bring to mind other people, our wider family, our social circle, people that we see regularly. They'll just come to you, they'll just come to mind. Don't need to strain. Could be somebody at the shops that you see. Don't even know them. Send them this love and this peace. And we'll send our love now to places that are troubled, places that are at the receiving end of ignorance and aggression. Send love there. Love, peace. The power of our thoughts and our heart, when we are in this state, is enormous. And know that many people are doing this. Peace. We are radiating peace to the world, and we could radiate it to our own country, to our own leaders who are really desperate for love, perhaps don't know it. Send it. Take a little time now to send your love, your peace to wherever you would like to. This love is, we could imagine it as a beautiful light. That we're not alone doing this. Many are doing it, and we see now our planet, our beautiful planet Earth, surrounded in this loving energy. May peace prevail on Earth. May peace prevail on Earth. May peace prevail on earth. So beautiful, yogis. Stay in this lovely place of radiating, and at the same time, of course, we are receiving. Just as we are giving out, we are also receiving. I'm going to play a little love letter for the earth. And this will be the final part of our time together, so let it in.
Dear Mother Earth, thank you for holding me like your child. Thank you for giving me this beautiful home in your loving arms. Thank you for allowing me to dance on your sacred lands and to sing your songs. Thank you, dear Mother, for giving birth to so many wonderful sacred beings. Thank you for the miracles and all blessings of creation. Thank you for your endless waters in all its forms, flowing eternal. Thank you for your tears, the cleansing rain, the clear rivers that nourish all life and all the seeds of love, which carry my dreams to your heart, into the deep blue and white ocean. Thank you for the great forest that reminds me of my roots and to breathe deeply. Thank you for the secrets and wisdom of your plants, flowers, trees, roots and their great mysteries. They grow in the garden of life, remind me to see through the eyes of my heart, teach me to listen and the art of letting go.
So beautiful, yogis. Thank you. Thank you for being you. Thank you for participating. Thank you for your prayers. It's for us all and all beings everywhere. Namaste.